What's going on, everyone? It's Adam here from Adam's Nintendo World and GamesReviews.com with episode 1 of Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind on Nintendo Switch. These games, or this game and The Missing Heir, just came out today on the channel. You can find a complete 100% Let's Play for The Missing Heir. I hope you've had the chance to check that out. To all of you who have watched it, hands up if you've watched the whole thing, or let me know how many episodes you've seen and what you're thinking about it so far. Been having a lot of fun over on Discord, seeing some of the thoughts and comments some of you have had as you've watched The Missing Heir, and I've quite enjoyed, because I know how the game ends, right? So I've quite enjoyed watching you put some of your comments and thoughts into the chat there, because most of the stuff you guys were saying, I was thinking 100% myself, and it's awesome just to see that I'm not the only one who kind of sucks in my internal detective head. I want to do a quick shout out here to our Patreon supporters: Carmelo, Gladiator, Aurora, Andrew, Shiznitz, Kyrie, Alexis, Holly, Marge, Taylor, Amila, and Ada. Thank you all so much for your kind donations to the channel. You guys allow me to do this kind of stuff, and I really appreciate it. A couple things tonight, guys. It is a late night stream. My wife is not feeling well, so it's possible I might have to run and grab a crying kid, as we had to do Wednesday night, maybe, when we did our Pokemon Snap stream. I'll try to limit those interruptions, but it could potentially happen. Second thing, I have enabled my bot tonight, but it's not reliable. This is what I'm finding out talking with a couple of people. The cloud bot's just not reliable. I'm hoping it will work. If it doesn't, though, let me know. Third thing, I don't know if there's a third thing. Let me know if the audio is good, and we're going to hop into this right now. Thank you to everyone who is out for this episode. I see Pecan, Ange, Darren, Kirby Geek 4. Thank you all so much for hopping in. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's get going on this. This is going to be a lot of fun, I think. I'm a little nervous because usually I have some interactions by now and I'm not sure anyone's saying anything. But we'll figure it out as we go, guys. Okay, let's, oh, there's Pecan. Pecan, hope the volume's alright. Okay, everybody brought their, hey Vlad, everyone brought their detective hats? Kyrie, a bet is a bet. Kyrie bet me that something was going to happen as she watched the first half of the, or The Missing Heir, which is game 1 of 2. It was released in 1988. The Girl Who Stands Behind was released in 1989. So Kyrie's been watching the Let's Play from earlier today, as have a lot of folks, and she bet me that a certain two people were in a relationship, and it was a lot of fun. Like I said, to see all the interactions on Discord was amazing. Playing that game was a lot of fun, and it's performed very well on the channel, so thank you guys all so much. But we're going to hop in to The Girl Who Stands Behind, and hopefully you guys can help me out and solve some puzzles. So let's see what we do here. I will read the text. When I did my other one, of course, I said, hey, I'm going to let the Japanese voice acting come through. In this situation, though, it's a live stream, we're chatting. I'm going to read the text, but ultimately, guys, if you guys enjoy this enough, and if the other videos do good enough, I'm going to actually replay the game, or at least try to pull out my audio and pull it up. Pull out the audio from the stream and release just a standalone version without the commentary. Hey, did you find him? No, not yet. Oh, Vlad, here comes your audiobook, my friend. Some men were chasing me. Oh no, gotta hide. Shouldn't be black, Goldeneye. Oh, there you are. They found me. I jumped out of the bushes. Hey kid, get back here. Seems like my bot might be working. Alright, I'm on the run. Oh! Whoops. Hey there, what's the matter? Hey, kid, why'd you run away? All we did was ask for your name. There we go, picture. Hey, BX. What did he do? And who might you be? Do you know this boy? Not exactly, but This kid was wandering around late at night, and when we tried to speak with him, he ran off. Alright, punk. You're coming with us to the station. Hold on a second, if you don't mind. I can take it from here. Hmm? Excuse me, who do you think you are? Oh, wait a minute, aren't you... Something doesn't seem right, so I want to hear what he has to say. Is that okay with you two? If you say so, sir. We know you can handle the kid. Please, go right ahead. Huh? Yeah, just leave me with some random old man. Thanks so much. No need to thank me. You look thirsty. Why don't we get something to drink? It's on me. Huh? I seem very confused, folks. Be sure to put your guesses, chats, thoughts. Put it all in the chat, guys. I want to know what we're thinking as we play through. I've never played through this. So this is new to me. We went to a small coffee shop. Okay, so you're looking for your long-lost parents. Spoilers if you played the first game, which is technically a prequel for The Missing Heir. Can I ask why? I get it. You don't want to talk about it. Anyways, what's your plan? Do you have a place to stay? Talk. About myself. Okay, so you're 15. Just graduated from middle school. Currently a runaway. How am I doing so far? Huh? Talk. About the man. I'm going to butcher some names, by the way. FYI. You can trust me, kid. I understand if you don't, though. Let's examine the man. The man is quite handsome, probably in his 30s. Okay, let's think. Who is this guy? Alright, let's talk about myself again. I feel like I'm sitting across from a younger me. I decided to talk to you because I wanted to help you. I know we've only just met, but if you need to stay somewhere, why don't you come over to my place for now? Again, this is not weird at all. Talk about the man. I'm sorry, but you are? I'm Shinsuke Utsugi. How am I doing? Kirie, how am I doing? Private detective. Whoa, a detective. I'm just a regular guy. What do you say? I won't force you. Better not force me. Think about it? Can I think about it? Okay, he seems to know the police and doesn't seem suspicious. Plus, it's not like I have anywhere else to go. Okay, that sounds good. Thanks. Alright, let's get going. Oh, hold on. I don't even know your name. No. Please enter your last name. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go Raffle. I must know this from the first game I played. Please enter your first name. Adam. There we go. You were right, Kirie. I wonder why. You happy with this name? Yes, I am. Hey, Ange, how are you? We're going to have more folks tonight. People like to solve mysteries. I know it. I'm Adam Raffle. Great. Let's go, Adam. Alright, we're off. After my encounter with Detective Shinsuke Utsugi, I eventually became his assistant. Something told me that doing this might bring me closer to eventually finding my long-lost parents. Ben, the games are great, man. Hey, GoldenEye. As his assistant, I became involved in several cases, including this horrifying case. GI is like Glee, but without the L. Gee. Okay. I'm Kirie, I appreciate that, and probably at some point I'm gonna forget that. And I don't mean to. I promise I don't mean to. When you're alone at school, someone behind you calls out. You turn around to find a girl standing there. Wanting to tell you something, the lonely girl stands behind you. Not creepy at all, guys. Not creepy at all. I wonder if my tweet... Did anybody know if my tweet went out right at 10:30? I hope so. People are going to pick up. I know they're going to pick up. Famicom Detective Club. The girl who stands behind. The videos from today did extremely well. Thank you to all of you who watched. Like, I struggled with the Pokemon Snap stuff. It didn't go as well as I would have liked. But the videos today did amazing. And the first video is almost at 300 views already, which is good for me. Really good for me. Several months have passed since I began living with Detective Yusugi and as his assistant. Then one fateful morning, the phone rang at Yusugi Detective Agency and a horrifying case began. Vlad, you recording this so you can listen to it back later? Yusugi Detective Agency? Yes, okay, I understand. Detective, it's the police. Seems to be a new case. What? Alright, let's head over. Chapter 1. One girl's death. I'm glad, Kyrie. I really am glad. I know a lot of people did. I didn't see a ton of people playing it on YouTube, so there's probably a niche audience that I can hopefully tap into. Hopefully we get some new folks out tonight that watched today and are interested in seeing tonight's live stream. When we arrived at the scene, it was already swarming with police. You must be Adam from Yusugi Detective Agency. Thanks for coming over. Hello, officer. What's the situation? Someone found a body here. We're still determining if foul play was involved. Okay. Let's talk about the victim. We think the victim is most likely a local female high school student. This morning, someone reported it to us after they saw her floating near the riverbank. Okay, cause of death. Let's see if they know. We just got here, so we haven't even been able to identify the victim yet. Okay. Let's talk about the time of death, which they're not going to know. We don't know anything yet. It's too early to make any guesses. And I always like to go through the text options. Let's go with what they know. Poor thing. She was about your age, kid. Okay, so about 15. There's a lot they still don't know. Well, they just got here. Forensics has been taking their sweet time setting up. All the other assigned officers have only just arrived. So that's where we're at. The river was flooded from the rain. Who knows? Maybe she accidentally fell in. My gut tells me this was an accident. What do you think, kid? Well, in this game, I think the tell is going to be when they say think. I think when they say think, you hit think. An accident. Could it be that simple? We'll have more of a sense once we investigate the victim. Okay, so I want to look at the victim, and I'm going to be told no. I guarantee it. Would it be okay for me to look at the victim, officer? Despite the facts that you're a detective, that's a hard no, kid. Sorry about that. But you're free to inspect where the body was discovered. Alright, so let's go look, examine the... let's see the surroundings. Some onlookers are beginning to gather. Okay. Look, the discovery site. She was found around here. There's a lot of trash around here. Maybe there's a clue. Okay. Well, let's look around and see what we can find. Okay, can. I see some empty cans. They were probably carried over here by the river. Nothing special about them. Okay. It's like a glove here. There's a bunch of trash everywhere. Must have been washed here by the rain. Wait, underneath the trash, is that a class ID? Let's take the class ID. It was right. I was right. It is a class ID. Let's look at it. It says Ushimitsu High School, Class 1A, Yoko Kojima. This might belong to the victim. Okay. We're making some progress. I found a class ID. Oh, nice work. It might belong to the victim. I'll hand it over to forensics. See if that buys me any chance at looking at that body. You must be Mr. Utsugi's assistant. I'm about to examine the body now. It looks like you'll be accompanying me. Mr. Utsugi asked me to let you observe and learn. Well, actually, he insisted. Let's get going. That's great, thank you. Nice finds, this pecan, yeah. Alright, let's look at the victim. Alright, let's go over by the corpse. You're quite the courageous kid. It's a girl's body. The police have just arrived and nobody's examined the body yet. Oh, looks like the class ID belongs to her after all. You're right, the photo on the ID matches her face. Now, what should we look at? Follow your instincts. Yeah, GoldenEye. People were complaining because this is a 1988 game, a 1989 game, and they're charging, I think it's 40. Hey, Carmelo, they're charging $45 here in Canada, but I mean, I played through The Missing Heir, and I would say it was 100% worth it. It was a review copy, but 100% worth it. I would pay for it if I had to. I mean, I did. I paid for this one. I reviewed the other one, paid for this one. 100% worth it. All right, we're gonna look. And where are we gonna look? Uniform or scarf. Her clothes don't look damaged or disturbed in any way. Everything seems to indicate it was an accident so far. Okay. Skirt. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Okay. Uniform. I don't see... Oh, I did that already. Let's talk about this here. Her tangled wet hair is blocking the view of her neck. Oh, her tangled wet hair. Okay, so let's... you're interested in that area. Alright, let's take... I mean, I probably shouldn't touch it, but... Let's do this. Can you remove the hair from the neck area? Sure thing. There, that should do it. And let's go back and look again. We're making good progress here. We're not kind of going in circles. At least we're not going in circles yet. That's to come. When I recorded today's videos, I had to delete a lot of me going in circles trying to figure out what to do next. There's nothing on the neck. Wait, look. There are signs of possible strangulation. Was this girl murdered? You're right. These look to be strangulation marks. This is likely a murder case. Dun dun dun. Who's yelling over there? Oh, I wouldn't say that with so much anger. Yoko, how did she? How did this happen? No, no. Would I give this out of 10, Carmelo? 7.5, I think. I'll tell you why in a little bit. Let's talk with, let's call the girl. She seems to know the victim. I should talk to her. Talk. About Yoko. Yoko, how did she? How did this happen? Let's talk about what they know. Yoko, how did she have this happen? Okay, that's not going to help us. Let's think. She seems to know the victim. I should talk to her. Okay, well, I'm trying to talk to her, and it's your name. I guess I should ask that first. Yoko, say something, please. She seems too worked up at the moment. Can we try to talk to her again, though? Oh. Why did Yoko... No, I can't believe this. Yoko! Please, wait. Let me speak. Where are you? Tatsuya Hibino, Yoko Kojima's homeroom teacher. Okay, and what do you know? Why did this happen and here of all places? This guy seems a little, is there a slap off emotion. This guy seems a little bit intriguing. It seems that Yoko was murdered. Talk. Murdered? No, who would do such a thing? Murdered, no, who would do such a thing? Okay, think. I don't think I can get anything out of these two. They're completely shocked. Besides, though he's trying to hide it, I can tell that Hibino is even more disturbed by this than the girl. He looks like a ghost. He's in no condition to answer any questions. Detective Yutsugi is calling me. Let's return to the office for now. Yes, sir. Alright, off we go. I'm gonna mute my mic for one quick second and take a drink. It looks like a murder case after all. Yes, it seems she was murdered at a separate location on September 30th between 9 and 10 p.m. and then thrown into the river. So the murder occurred last night. Since you're the perfect person for school investigations, the police are counting on you. I'm the perfect person? They seem to have high hopes that you'll find clues related to this case by looking into things at the school. What? The police think you'll be easier to talk to since you know you're about the same age as the students. Good luck, Adam. Talk. Before we can move forward, we have to talk to all the parties involved. We do. So let's think. We don't know anything yet. I wish I could talk to the girl and Hibino. Let's call... I mean, the girl's not here, but I'm going to call her. Mr. Hibino and the girl went back to school after they were interviewed, but I've asked the girl to come here. Oh, look at that. She's here. Well, is that a coincidence? Excuse me. I wanted to apologize for panicking this morning. Not at all. I should apologize for asking you to come over so soon. This is my brilliant assistant, Adam Ruffle. He's going to ask you some questions about the incident. Is that alright? Yes, I want to help however I can. Ben says points. Nice, I like points. Yeah, and the more you talk, the more points you get. I found that out. Poor girl, says Kyrie. I agree. Thank you for doing this. I'm going to ask you several questions. Is that alright? Yes, I'll tell you anything I know. Anything for Yoko. Okay, so let's just start going down. Name. I need to know your name. Okay, can you please start by telling me your name? My name is Ayumi Takibana. Hope I did okay. Yoko was my best friend. Okay, let's talk about Yoko. Is this true? She was murdered? Who in the world would do something like that? Poor Yoko. And curious as interesting fact, high school is not mandatory in Japan. There are entrance exams for good schools with high competition. Interesting. Hey, Wooly. Alright, let's talk again about her. I'll tell you anything I know. Anything for Yoko. Okay, well that's not about you, but that's okay. Let's talk about Hibino, because I'm curious about this Hibino. It seems like a huge shock to Mr. Hibino. It did. What's your alibi? What were you doing last night around 9 p.m.? Wait, are you saying I'm a suspect? That's horrible. Oh no, I need to be more careful. Talk. What they know? Tachibana. Okay. Thanks, Kyrie. Nothing. Okay, so I'm going to look at... No, I don't want to look... yeah, sure, we can look at her. She looks so sad. I feel sorry for her. Okay. Think. I have nothing to think about. I have nothing to speculate about. So I might have to ask her something again. This is where you kind of get into that circle of maybe not knowing what to do. While I'm figuring this out, hashtag Xbox in the chat. We'll pick a winner in just a little bit, folks. Let's ask more about Yoko. Is there anything you can think we should... Is there anything you think we should know regarding Yoko's case? I don't know. I don't think anyone has a grudge against her, but there is one thing I noticed. What's that? Well, Yoko and I had a group at school called the Detective Club. Detective Club? I want to know about this Detective Club. We would investigate rumors and strange things around the school and town, then share our findings in a report. We would always divide up our investigations, but lately, Yoko was... She was investigating something on her own. Maybe that has something to do with why she was murdered. Okay. Can you tell me more about this Detective Club? We started it just the two of us for fun. Without her, it doesn't seem so fun anymore. Okay, so I'm not going to get anything more out of you. Can you tell me more about Yoko? What she was doing? Do you have any idea what Yoko was investigating? No, but I know for sure that she was desperately trying to find something. And that's when I noticed Yoko acting strange. Strange? Tell me more about Yoko. In what way? She always seemed deep in thought, distracted. Sometimes I felt like I was looking at a completely different person. Okay. I think I've told you everything I know. Do you need to hear it again? Is that a mistake right there, guys? It says to hear it again. Thank you, I've got it. Thanks, I've got it. I've taken notes, so no need. Instructions. Important notes are saved in the notepad automatically. If you want to look at the notepad screen, press plus during the game to display the menu screen. I think I opened my notepad in the missing air one time during the whole game. Taylor says she's totally the partner. Yeah, put your best guesses in the chat if you have an idea of what's going on here, guys. I want to hear them. Press B to return to the main screen. Okay. So let's call Hibino. Mr. Hibino didn't come. I came here alone. Okay. Can I think anything? No, I cannot. Oh, something's happening. Adam, why don't you try visiting Yoko's house? Okay. So we can travel now, and we're going to go to Yoko's house. Hey, Goldeneye. Goldeneye's back. We'll pick a winner soon enough, guys. Just hold tight. Okay, I'll go to Yoko's house right now. I can show you the way, says Ayumi. Well, isn't that nice, Ayumi being so nice? I did not place you in a timeout. So Cabusis Retro says the notepad was not in the original Famicom Detective, or the FDS version. Don't use caps. This is Yoko's house. Just seeing the front of that house for some reason is giving me major Yokai Watch vibes. Like major Yokai Watch vibes. Hello, my name is Adam Rolfo from Utsugi Detective Agency. Hi, I'm Yoko's mother. You look very sad. I'm so sorry for your loss. We're doing the best to figure out what happened. Would you be willing to help us? What do you think she's going to say? No? No, I'm not going to help you. Yes. Alright, let's talk. Tell me about Yoko. Last night, she didn't come home. I filed a report with the police, but I have no idea. Okay. More about Yoko? I can't believe this has happened. Okay, I don't think we're going to get more about Yoko. Alibi. What were you doing last night around 9 p.m.? I was waiting at home for Yoko to return. Okay, what else do you know? There are no words for how I'm feeling. Alright, you're not being helpful. Can I look? I want to look at you. It looks like she's struggling to keep it together after losing her daughter. Well, no crap. Who wouldn't be? Okay. Anything interesting? I'm thinking not. It's a plain looking door. Yeah. Alright, let's go back and... Nope, I don't want to do that. Let's see if we can get her to talk more about Yoko. I bet money that Yoko knew Adam, says Kyrie. Potentially. I've been babbling for a while now, says Goldeneye. I'm not kidding, Adam. Your mod put me in a timeout for 5 minutes. Oh, really? Like my auto mod? Is there anything you can... I didn't authorize that, Goldeneye, I promise. Is there anything you can think of... Is there anything you think we should know regarding Yoko's case? Oh, okay. Okay, so we're not getting very far here. Let's think. I need to gather more information first. Well... Should I call the mother? No. What if I swear, says Carmelo? Don't swear, Carmelo. This is, although this game's a little, oh. I don't know anything else. You should ask her mother, says Ayumi. Okay. Talk? No, please ask her mother. Okay. Back to the mother. And this is where, Carmelo, I can't give the game a higher score because logic isn't telling me what I need to do right now. Except for keep trying different things until something clicks. That's the problem. I see my bot going like crazy, and I don't know if people are triggering it or if I put it on too often, so I'll try to fix that next time. I was waiting at home for Yoko around 9 p.m. It's not helpful. Okay, you're not going to talk to me. About Yoko? Do you know anything? Okay, here we go. Do you know anyone that might have a grudge against Yoko? Hey, Olga. That's impossible. She would be the last person someone would hold a grudge against. About Yoko. I can't believe this has happened. Okay, I can't either, but you're not being helpful. Had you noticed anything different about Yoko recently? Let me think. About a week ago, she started going out every night. After coming home late, she'd get up to something in her room. She seemed depressed, and I was right to be worried about her. Come to think of it, Ayumi also mentioned that she seemed different recently. Okay, what else can you tell me? What happened a week ago? Well, I don't think there was anything in particular. Well, actually, one morning she came downstairs and said to me, Mom, I had a weirdest dream last night. I was walking down to the school hallway alone, then I heard a girl's voice calling out to me from behind. I turned around to find a young girl covered in blood. She said to me, "Help me. Get me out." Then suddenly she disappeared. She seemed quite sad. And that's when I woke up. I know it sounds scary, but it wasn't. She seemed so familiar somehow. Maybe she worked in a bar, says Carmelo. I don't think she worked in a bar, Carmelo. Yeah, so Wooly Citizen says that's the problem with visual novels, trying to figure out what triggers story advancement. Yeah, and sometimes it's literally just clicking the same thing 3 or 4 times. Which is why when I did the missing air, I cut out all that crap and I just kept the story rolling. I think in episode 1 and 2 I didn't do as good of a job because there was so much stuff that was filling in gaps for all the characters. But then once I hit the 3rd episode, which was chapters 5 and 6, I cut like crazy. What's the matter, Ayumi? I think I remember something about her dream. Come to school with me. Alright, we're going to school. They are quite relaxing, Ange. Like, even if I'm frustrated, I can still, like, calmly work through the problem. Alright, let's go. Mrs. Kojima, thank you so much for your cooperation. Please excuse us. Alright, we're off. Okay, school gate. So, this is Ushimitsu High School, Ayumi's school. It was Yoko Kojima's, too. Talk. What did you remember? The blood-covered girl from Yoko's dream sounds very similar to the rumor about a ghost in our school. A ghost? About the rumor. This rumor has been going around Ushimitsu High for years. All the students should know it. Do you want to tell me more? It's similar to the dream Yoko had. And tell me more? It's similar to the dream Yoko had. Okay, no more. Alright, so talk about school. Most schools have creepy rumors though, right? True. I've heard some schools have their own 7 wonders. Let's talk more about the school. Most schools have creepy rumors though, right? Okay. Let's talk what they know. If Yoko saw the ghost in the dream, and then all of this happened, well, I'm a little freaked out. If Yoko saw the ghost in the dream, and then all of this happened, well, I'm a little freaked out. Okay. Let's examine surroundings. So this is Ushimitsu High School. Ayumi's school, it was Yoko's school too. Okay, that's not helpful. Let's think. Let's hear what Ayumi has to say. Adam's character is so polite, except with that lawyer's offer manager in the last episode. Yeah, he just, he threw down, eh, Kyrie? Taylor says, y'all ever see that one Mangjangdong ghost? It's absolutely horrifying with jump scares, but this kind of makes me think of that. It's this Hidio's mother. Pecan says, watching the gameplays give me an itch for anime. Yeah. Okay, can you tell me more about maybe the rumor then? It's similar to the dream Yoko had. Okay, so that's not helpful. Can you tell me more about school? Nope. You cannot. Can you tell me more about Yoko? If Yoko saw ghosts in the dream, then all this happened. I'm a little freaked out. Okay, well, can you tell me more about what they know? Oh, wait. I remember. Yoko actually mentioned the ghost. Yes, it was about a week ago. Huh? So the thing Yoko was investigating on her own might have been... It could have been about that ghost rumor. I'll go and ask everyone. Yeah, you go and ask, not me, the detective. Ayumi, wait up! She's gone. Can I think now? Even if Yoko Kojima was looking into the ghost rumor, I don't think that it's related to the case. Alright, Ayumi's gone. Talk. Ayumi's gone, so I don't have anyone to talk to. Okay, let's look. Where? Can we just go to the school building? This is the entrance to the school building. Okay. School nameplate. Ushimitsu High School. I wonder how they came up with that name. Better call Luigi. Yeah, for sure. Ghosts. Seriously? What am I supposed to do? There's no one to talk to. Yumi's gone, there's no one to talk to. Alright, think. But it's interesting to know how she changed. Think again. But it's interesting to know how she changed. I have no idea what's going on, guys. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I'll try talking to them. Let's call the nearby students. Excuse me. Huh? Who are you? You're not a student here, are you? I'm Adam Rothel from Isuki Detective Agency. Oh yeah, detective. Do you watch too much TV or something? They don't seem to believe me. Well, you're a 15-year-old detective. Who's going to believe you? Carmelo says, anyone else at work right now? Let's talk. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Wow, you sound like a real detective. I am a real one. How about Yoko? This is about the girl who was murdered last night, isn't it? We're in the second year, so we don't know her, but it's all anyone's talking about today. Okay, so they don't know about Yoko. But tell me about Ayumi. Was there an Ayumi in second year? Actually, she's in first year, not second. Oh, a first year? We wouldn't know her. About Habino, because we think Habino is a little bit iffy, right? He's the... wow. Okay, guys, we're getting into the spicy stuff. It's after 11, after all. He's the homeroom teacher for class 1A. He's kind of hot. Some kids seem to get a somewhat gloomy vibe from him, though. I get a creepy vibe from him. Anybody else? Looks like Adam has some fangirls, says Kyrie. About the rumor. I want to ask about the rumor of a ghost at this school. By rumor, you mean the girl who stands behind? The one about the blood-covered girl who stands behind you? Yes, that one. So you refer to the ghost as the girl who stands behind. Yeah, that's what everyone calls her. Well, that's not what Ayumi called her. Ayumi's shady, guys. What exactly is the rumor about the girl who stands behind? It's really creepy. Some people say they saw her for real. Anything else? Can you tell me more about the girl who stands behind? Sure, I'll tell you. Oh, here we go. You're in a classroom alone. You hear a voice behind you. You turn around and a blood-covered girl stands there. That's one version. I've heard another one. You're walking down the hallway alone. You hear a voice behind you. You turn, but nobody's there. You brush it off and turn back around. But the blood-covered girl is right in front of you. Yeah, Taylor's saying creepy. I heard another one where she turns up in the bathrooms too. There are a bunch of different versions. Okay, anything else? These types of school rumors can usually be traced back to a real incident that happened in the past. Yeah, like a student committing suicide is a common story. Deep topics, yikes. We don't know anything else. Okay, so they have nothing more for me. Anything else? Do you know anything else? These types of school rumors can usually be... Okay. Can we talk about Yoko some more? So sad. Okay. Can we think here? Hello? Is there anybody else to call? The students? I'm right here. Weirdo. Your bot really wants you to have coffee. I don't have a coffee tonight, and I'm going to regret it in about an hour, I think. Okay. Can you tell me more about Hibino? Just hearts, apparently. That's not weird. Can you tell me more about school? Go to the bathroom and say her name 5 times. Did something happen at the school a long time ago? Like something that could have caused this rumor to begin with? A long time ago? How would we know? Do you know anyone who might know? Someone who knows the school well. Maybe Mr. Komada. Mr. Komada? Talk about Komada. He's the art teacher. He knows a lot about the past. But what are you going to do? Ask about the girl who stands behind? Oh, that reminds me. You aren't supposed to openly talk about the girl who stands behind. I'm getting scared. Gotta go. Bye. Hey, wait for me. Alright, so they're gone. The students left. I guess I should go find Komada. Alright, let's travel to the art room. Off we go, guys. How are you enjoying it so far? Olga, yeah, the bot wants coffee. Yeah, the bots are too often. I'll turn them down next time, guys. Like I said, I'm just working with this bot. I don't really know how well it works. Seems to be okay again tonight, but gosh, that Ghost Runner rumor has been running around since I was a kid. Says Wooly. Bloody Mary. Excuse me, is Mr. Komada around? Who are you, young man? Kyrie, this reminds me of the old dude at the cliff in The Missing Heir. Just like a younger version. Who are you, young man? I'm Adam Roffer from Yutsuki Detective Agency. I was hoping to ask Mr. Komada some questions. Oh, so you're the detective. I've heard about you. I'm Komada. Pleased to meet you. Thank you. So I'll get right to it. Have you heard about Yoko Kojima's case? Yes, just this morning. It's so sad. I'll tell you anything I know. Okay, so let's talk about Yoko first. She was Hibino's student. The victim, I mean. Okay, that's good to know. Anything else? If only I knew more. Okay. Doesn't know much about Yoko. Tell me about Hibino, please. He must have been quite shocked. More about Hibino, please. He must have been quite shocked. Okay, so you're not going to tip me off. I think Hibino is still a bit of a weirdo. Can you tell me about the school? It's been 35 years since I first started teaching here. Great. I didn't ask about you. I asked about the school. Ask me about any old story. Okay. I would like to hear the girl of the legend. Oh, you seem pretty familiar with things considering you aren't a student here. It's an old rumor. Every school has one. There has been all sorts of stories that no longer fill these halls. But the girl who stands behind is different. Rumor has it she still appears even to this day. I forgot to pull a winner. So I'm going to go up. And first winner tonight is Mr. BX. Mr. BX, please send me a DM and I will shoot you your prize. And you guys can go ahead and throw that back in the chat to win another prize in just a little bit. Okay, let's talk some more about the girl of the legend. The rumor started, maybe 15 years ago. 15 years ago? That's it? Anything else? Why did it start 15 years ago, you ask? Maybe something happened at the school around that time? Well, tell me more. Why did it start 15 years ago, you ask? Okay, well, let's go back and talk about the school again. Did an incident occur at the school 15 years ago? Let's see. Oh, right. I remember now. 15 years ago, around November, a female student went missing. I want to know about this missing person. What happened to her? She was never found. It's sad to say, but I doubt she's alive today. Okay. So he doubts she was ever alive. So, let's see what we should be doing next then, because now I'm curious. Sorry, just had to check my baby monitor. I got one of those cool video ones now. So I can see what's going on. And she's behind you right now, says Ian. Vlad, don't forget at the end. You guys are awesome. Alright, more about the missing person. Is the rumor about the girl who stands behind in any way related to the missing student? It could be. I started hearing stories of the girl who stands behind around the same time of the student's disappearance. Okay. It never occurred to me until now that the missing girl and the girl who stands behind could be connected. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, never occurred to me. Okay, so that's just the same thing. So let's talk to him about more about the school, maybe? There's not much else to say. Okay. What they know. So Ian says go find the ghost. The one thing that, again, this is a visual novel kind of thing, is that even if you have something in your mind that you want to do, if the game's not ready for you to do that thing, you can't do it. I didn't think the detective like you would want to hear about the girl who stands behind. Oh, come to think of it, a female student came and asked me about the girl who stands behind. Wait, what was the name of the murdered girl? Yoko Kojima from Class 1A. That might be the girl who came to ask me about the rumor. Really? This guy's got motive. Someone was looking into something he's been doing that was not on the up and up, and so he murdered her. Thoughts on that theory? Alright, let's keep going. More about Yoko. So Yoko came to ask you about the girl who stands behind. I must admit, the more you press me, the more I begin to doubt myself, but... Oh, look at the time. Maybe I should wrap up for now. Okay, let's travel back to Yusugi's detective agency. Can I drop by again tomorrow? Of course. I'll help in any way I can. Ange Ghostbuster Adam. Thanks so much. Take care. Did anybody make it through all the episodes today? Let me know. Hey, Detective, I'm back. Welcome back, Adam. How's the investigation coming? I think this is the time when you start to speculate. Yoko Kojima might have been investigating a rumor about a ghost called the girl who stands behind. The rumor first began to circulate when a female student at Ushimitsu High disappeared. How is this connected to Yoko's case? Is the girl who stands behind rumor somehow related to Yoko's death? He looks like he knows something, said Goldeneye. Yeah, he does. Okay, Adam, I've got something to tell you. An investigator friend of mine asked me to take on a case that will reach its statute of limitations in November. November? That's so close. Yes, so I'll be concentrating on that case. That means Yoko Kojima's case will be mostly yours to investigate. Seriously? I know this isn't very reassuring news for you, but do your best. I've got to head over to the police department now. Good luck. Kirie, you know what I just realized? That Ayumi is the same Ayumi from the game I just played played and put on YouTube. Am I crazy, or is that going to be the case? Okay. Think. Now what? How do I move forward with the investigation? For now, I'll look into tracing Yoko's movements and try to learn more about the girl who stands behind. That said, investigating without Detective Yutsugi around is quite unnerving. Hey, I appreciate that, Goldeneye. Oh, did you say that, Taylor, and I just missed it? That's possible. Call Yutsugi. Detective Yutsugi, please come back. Right. You startled me, Detective. Don't surprise me like that. I forgot to give this to you. Oh, no, I don't want to talk. Go on, take it. I've got to get going. I meant to take. Take. Yeah, it's the same Ayumi. Nice. This is Yoko Kojima's class ID. I've borrowed it from the police department. It'll probably come in handy for you. Here you go. Anyways, I'm counting on you. Alright. He's gone for real this time. I guess I really am going to have to do this investigation alone. I should get some sleep for tomorrow. And there is the end of Chapter 1, I assume, and we're going to hop right into Chapter 2 soon, I think. Okay. I don't think we've topped 20 people yet tonight, but I think maybe we will. I think I retweeted my live tweet to see if I could draw in some more viewers. Hopefully we get some more. But I'm having a good time. I hope you guys are as well. I'm good to keep going as long as you guys are good to keep watching. So let me know how you're feeling. And quick shout out to Kirie, who right off the top provided a donation today. Thank you, Kirie. I really, really do appreciate that. Alright, I'll go investigate the school. I should talk with Kamada some more too. Okay, let's go to the front of the school first. Let's see if there's any students around. Does touching the victim's ID count as evidence tampering? Chapter 2, The Puzzling Words. Okay. Front of the school. Oh, that student doesn't seem too busy. I'll try talking to him. Call nearby student. What's up? I'm Adam Rothel from Yutsugi Detective Agency. Could I ask you a few questions? A detective? Is this about yesterday's incident? I'll totally help. Okay. Can you tell me about Yoko? Kirie says it wasn't a donation, it was a lost bet. That's the girl that was killed. Okay, can you tell me anything else about her? Nope. Okay, you can't. Let's talk to about Ayumi. She's the cute girl from the Detective Club, right? Hurts. Hurts from me? Oh, I thought she was cute, eh? Oh boy. Can you tell me about the weirdo Habino? He's an English teacher here. A bunch of girls think he's good looking. Can you tell me any more about Habino? No. Okay. Great. People think he's good looking. He's a weirdo creep. Talk about the school. Yeah, pizza does sound yummy, Angie. I want a pizza. Should I order one? Problem is I don't think they'll deliver it downstairs to my basement. This school isn't too strict. The name's kind of weird, though. The name's weird? Don't you think the name's weird, too? This guy's got something about the name. You say anything else about why you think the name's weird? No. Okay. Let's talk about the girl of the legend. It's said that she appeared a lot around this time of year. It's so creepy, but I heard someone trying to find stuff out about her. Don't know who, though. Well, it's Yoko. Like, who in their right mind would go looking for a ghost? The Ghostbusters? Anything else about the legend? It's pretty creepy. Okay. And can you tell me anything else? Are you really a detective? That's so cool. thanks. Okay, so you're not very helpful. Let's go to the art room. Oof, this game really needs some cliff notes on why the name of the school is weird. It's not the first person to ask what the name's about, though, right? I don't think it's the first one. It's probably some Japanese joke that went untranslated. Yeah, I'm worried about that, although I think Kyrie said it was pretty good, maybe. Kyrie? I think you said the translation in the first, the first game was pretty good. Who knows? Excuse me. Let's call Kamada. I can't find Kamada. Did he leave already? Oh. Well, let's see if there's anything weird surrounding. I can't look. Various pieces of art are hanging on the walls. Okay, can I think? I really need to talk more with Kamada. He might be around here somewhere, so I'll check around the school. Okay. Around the school. Yutsugi... No. I don't remember anymore. It'll come up again, Kyrie, I'm sure. The student's still here. Talk about Kamada. Do you know if Mr. Kamada left for the day? He's not in the art room. Oh, he's in a faculty meeting right now. If you need to talk to him, you'll have to wait until the bell rings. A meeting? I guess I won't interrupt. I mean, what else can I do? If I travel back to the art room, will it, like, call, engage? Look. Surroundings? Other than one student, it's empty here. Okay. Can I show Yoko's class ID? This is Yoko Kojima. Do you recognize her? Hi, Holly. Oh, wait, that's Yoko? I saw her 2 or 3 days ago. 2 or 3 days ago? That's right before the murder. Alright, well, tell me about her now. Talk about Yoko. Where did you see her? She was at the old school building alone. I wonder what she was doing. The old school building? Yeah, over there. Oh, by the way, when I saw Yoko Kojima at the old school building, she seemed darker. Not like that person in the photo. Huh? I know. I shouldn't say stuff like this, but she was kind of creepy. Huh. Well, we're traveling to the old school building. That's where we're going. Yeah, but Ian, you've been talking a lot, so that's going to give you some points as well. Old school building. It's quiet and kind of dark. What was Yoko doing in a place like this? Well, one thing I want to do is I want to look at this box. Trash bin. It's a trash bin. Okay, nothing interesting. Differently colored wall. Weird. This wall's a different color from the others. Let's walk closer. Hey, Danny, how are you? It must have been repainted later. Think. What was Yoko doing in a place like this? Okay, that's not helpful. Call? Nobody's around? Okay. Let's just look at... Oh, man. Hey, what do you think you're doing? You aren't a student here. If you aren't a student, you're trespassing. Get out. Okay, mister. If you aren't a student, you're trespassing. Get out. Okay. If you aren't a student, you're trespassing. Get out. Show Yoko's class ID. Oh, wait. You've got a class ID on you. I see now. You're a transfer student. What? Maybe he's a teacher. He looks around 60 years old. What do you guys think about this guy? I'm good just in getting a reminder for your stream when I had one on. Okay, so now can we talk about the man? You are... I'm going to guess he's like a caretaker. I'm Toshio Tazaki. I've been the janitor here for 20 years. Ooh, 20 years? About Yoko. Is there any chance you saw a female student here about 2 or 3 days ago? So what if I did? It might have been Yoko Kojima, a student here who was recently murdered. You've heard what happened, haven't you? Let's talk more about Yoko. Nope, he's got nothing to say. Okay, let's move on. About school. Nothing. Okay. What about the legend? It's a silly rumor. I'd watch where you stick your nose if I were you. Answer the janitor. If you have an idea, it must belong to you. I'm proud enough to say that being the first person in the chat to get a timeout is better than winning an Xbox game. Oh, janitors tend to know dirt. If only he wasn't senile. Tazaki. Okay, so this guy knows nothing. Can you tell me more about Yoko? Nope. Okay, let's show him the class ID. Have you seen this girl around here? Wide eyes. No, I didn't. Lies. Really? I don't believe you. Hey, now, wait just a second. Who are you? I'm Adam Rafa from Mitsugi Detective Agency. Detective Agency? You're a detective? I'm here to investigate the murder of Yoko Kojima. Do you know anything about it? No, I don't. If you don't mind, I'm pretty busy, so I'm going to get back to work. He's gone. Let's think about that encounter. There's no point hanging around here. Oh, I just missed what it said. Can I get that again? There's that janitor Tazaki. What was his deal? Anything else? That janitor Tazaki. What was his deal? I missed that thing there. All right. Travel. Let's go to the art room. Let's see if Kamada's back. Oops. Kineta doesn't seem to be here. Okay, so he's not back. So let's travel back to the front of the school. I do like that when you've cleared out a place, they don't allow you to travel back. Like, obviously, I couldn't travel back to the old school building because there's nothing more for me to do there. So I do like that the game does that because you could really get yourself in a never-ending circle of clicking stuff if they didn't do that. And I'm so glad they do. It looks like most of the students have left already. I don't want to travel. I want to call. Aim nearby students. It looks like most of the students. Yeah, most. Not all. Alright, let's look at the surroundings. The faculty meeting hasn't finished. Oh, but there's somebody. Huh? That's Ayumi. Where's she going? I'll follow her. Yeah, I had no idea GoldenEye got banned. It wasn't something I did. It was my Streamlabs bot that did not like all the caps. Ayumi? Oh, it's you. What's the matter with Ayumi? She seems out of it. Talk about Yoko. I tried talking to lots of people. I couldn't nail down whether or not Yoko was looking into the girl who stands behind. Anything more about Yoko? But even if she was investigating the rumor, how does that connect to her murder? Anything else? Nothing. Okay, about the legend. Ayumi is a bit suspicious, Kyrie. Nothing about the legend. About Tazaki. Mr. Tazaki? That's the school janitor. What about him? He caught me in front of the old school building. Oh. Oh. There's my son. About Tazaki. He's the janitor at the school. He's nice, but a bit odd. Okay. Anything else? Nothing. Okay. Let's look at our surroundings. It's quiet here. There's a mirror in the corner. In a hallway at a school? Just like a random mirror? Ayumi is suspicious. I agree. Let's look at her. Ayumi seems to be lost in thought. Okay. Can I show her the class ID? Is that gonna do anything? Hey, Ayu. Wait a second. Should I show this to an Ayumi? Alright, guys. Should I give this to Ayumi, or I shouldn't show her that I have it? Oh, no, I don't have to whisper, Olga. He's all the way upstairs. I just got my baby monitor right by me. And the baby monitor means, Baby monitor means you're going to hear him when he whines a little bit. I'm just going to turn it down a little bit. He's still having all those growing pains, and I feel really bad for him. Give it. Okay. Curious give. I should give this to Ayumi. I have this. I will never forgive whoever killed Yoko. The police returned it. I'd like to give it to you. Okay. I'll hold on to it. Let's talk about Yoko some more, maybe? Nothing. Okay. Let's talk about the girl, the legend. Yeah, I agree with you, Kabuzi. Nothing about the girl with the legend. Let's think. What is she doing here? So, here's the thing. I remember Yoko saying something here. One day after Yoko's behavior changed, I was standing in front of this mirror. Then she came up behind me and said, Ayumi, look, I need to tell you something about the girl who stands behind. She really might be standing behind you. Whoa. It's like Yoko was... It's like she was telling you she was the girl who stands behind? That's all Yoko said. What was she trying to tell me? About Yoko. What did she mean? I'm scared. The faculty meeting seems to be over. Okay. You've got nothing more for me, Ayumi. I'm out. While we travel, let's pick a second winner tonight. And our second winner will be Mr. Pecan. Pecan Fusion, please send me a DM and I will hook you up with a prize. And folks, just get right back at it in the chat. Let's pick some more. Excuse me. Oh, Mr. Waffle. I've just gotten back from a meeting. Let's talk some more. Was this the student who came here? What did he say? Who is the student? Oh, was this the student who came here? Yes, it was. So let's talk about the girl of the legend. It's a frightening story. It is. Can you tell me your opinion of it? It's a frightening story. Okay, you're not going to tell me anything. Let's talk about Tazaki. He's the janitor. His bark is worse than his bite. Can you tell me more about him? We're not getting anywhere. Like, why did I come back to talk to this guy? Before he was a janitor, Mr. Tazaki was a plasterer. Anybody thinking back to that wall? No? Just me? You know, the people who plaster walls? Yeah, I know what a plasterer is. Could it be that the wall panel in the old school building was... Oh, that wall? Good eye. Yes, that was Mr. Tazaki's work. When the wall crumbled years ago, he fixed it. Fine craftsmanship indeed. Well, fine craftsman would have matched the paint, you know what I'm saying? Can you tell me more about this guy? What about Mr. Tazaki? Nothing. I just met him in front of the old school building. What else do you know, Mr. Kumada? I wanted to tell you something. Huh? What is it? But I can't remember. I think it was rather important. Well, I'll remember. What was it? See, this might be one of those things where you gotta, like, trigger it. Body in the wall, says Kyrie. What was it? What's the matter? You're the matter. Kamada. Kamada seems to be around 60 years old. Okay. Can I think? If I show Kamada the class ID, I can find out if it was Yoko who came here. Is Ayumi still around? I need to get the class ID back. Excuse me for a moment. Who is the dead girl in the picture? Who's the girl in the picture above Kamada's head? Ian, we'll go back and figure out. I bet the missing girl's in the wall, says Taylor. Okay. Folks, we're getting some thoughts here. Ayumi. What's wrong? Could I hold on to the class ID for a little longer? Oh, sure. You can have it. Thanks. You want to talk anymore?
Yoko.
What did Yoko mean? No, okay, so we're just going to go right back into the art room, and I will investigate that picture. Oh, the time. I've got to get going home. Goodbye, Adam.
さよなら。
The janitor and teacher have the same face but different hairstyles, says Pecan. Okay, be safe. I didn't really notice, but is it true? Where did you go? I'm sorry to keep you waiting. Alright, so yeah. So Ian just said, hey, let's figure out who this person is, so let's just see this portrait. Was this piece made by a student? Was this piece made by a student? Okay, that's all it says, Ian. Alright, let's show him the ID. Yoko's class ID. Whose is this? Oh, this is the girl! Really? Yes, I remember her face very well. She seemed so desperate to hear the story that it was a bit disturbing. Why was she so curious about the girl who stands behind? So Yoko really was investigating the girl who stands behind. But I still don't see the connection between this and the case. Okay, can we talk more about Yoko now? No mistaking it, she's the one. Okay, can we talk more about the girl who stands behind? First, Yoko Kojima, now you. What's with everyone asking about the girl who stands behind? Oh, yes, I remember now. Well, what is it? After I told you about the missing person case yesterday, I looked into it a little more. I found out that the girl was named Shinobu Asakawa. She was in class 1A at the time. 1A, that's the same class as Yoko. Shinobu Asakawa. Let's talk about that more. About Shinobu. I don't remember much of her as a student, unfortunately, but rumor has it she might have been involved in an incident of some sort. An incident? Anyhow, please excuse me, but it's getting late and I need to head home. Farewell, Mr. Raffle. How can someone drop something like that and then be like, I'm out, peace? Yes, thanks so much. This guy's shady. Okay, let's going to travel, and we're going to go back to Utsugi's office. I think I did 3 lines of caps, like 3 posts full on caps, and that's what maybe got you banned, Goldeneye. Well, he's doing a mix-up of upper and lowercase. The sleazy teacher, says Taylor. I'm back. Good work, Adam. Let's speculate. This is what you do at the end of every chapter. For whatever reason, Yoko Kojima was looking into the girl who stands behind. And likely at the root of the rumor is the girl who suddenly disappeared 15 years ago. Her name was Shinobu Asakawa, a student at Ushimitsu High School. There it is, Kyrie. It's Ushimitsu High School. Something must have happened to her, but does this have anything to do with Yoko's murder case? Use the facts to formulate a theory. That's the foundation of an investigation. Can I think? Yep, here we go. Shinobu Asakawa. No, it's not a sha. I did SH, but it's Asakawa. I wonder what the janitor Tazaki was worried about when we spoke. How's the investigation going? Hard to say, Detective. How about your case? So far, I've just received the synopsis of what's happened. 15 years ago, Genjiro Kineta, a local bar owner, was murdered. Back then, the police had a likely suspect. These 2 cases are going to be tied into each other, right? Like, come on. But several days later, he was discovered dead from an apparent suicide. So we don't know most of the facts at all. Do you have any clues? Yes, when the crime occurred, it seems that there was someone else at the scene. A first year at Ushimitsu High School at the time. Her name was... Oh, I gotta find Kyrie's thing here. Her name was Shinobu Asakawa. Whoa, that's the girl's been... That girl's been missing since then, right? Yes, how did you know? Detective Itsugi, these two cases might be related. Adam, go to the police department immediately and ask about the Kineta case. Right away, Detective. Okay. That's a mouthful of the name. Yeah, it is. Did Chapter 3, the Kineta case. I'm good to keep going if you guys are good to keep watching. I mean, if people start dropping off because it's getting late, then we'll stop. But let's move on to case number 3. I think did I ask for people to put the hashtag Xbox in the chat and I just missed it? Let's do it again, and I'll pick real quick before it disappears in my messages. It's late, but the police department is still bustling with people working away. Good evening. Hey, kid, you can't just hang out here. What brings you in? Let's talk. Excuse me. So what brings you in today? I'm Adam Roffel, an assistant at Atsuki at Detective Agency. Oh, you're the... Yes, Detective Itsugi told us. Itsugi. You're here about Genjiro? You're here about Genjiro Kineta's case, right? I'll let the lead investigator know you're here. Please wait. The Kineta case, Ian. Tetsuo. Hey there. Sorry to make you wait. Oh, so you're the assistant from Detective Utsugi's place. I think this guy was down by the original. He was talking to Utsugi down by the site where they found Yoko. I'm Maruyama. From Investigation Division 1. Nice to meet you. Thanks for speaking with me. I'm Adam Roffel from Itsugi Detective Agency. If I remember correctly, you were at the scene when Yoko Kojima's body was discovered as well. Oh yeah, see? Good memory by me. Alright, enough chit-chat. Let's get down to business. We've hit 20 folks here, guys. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. This has been such a fantastic stream. I like that I could start a little bit early and we can just keep playing. I'm good to keep going as long as people are here to watch and as long as my son doesn't interrupt. So thank you so much. There you go. Thank you. Alright, let's talk about the Kineta case. So, you want to hear more about Genjiro Kineta's murder case? I'll tell you everything we've got so far. Please do. Thank you so much. Talk about Genjiro. Soon after Genjiro Kineta moved here in Holy crap, Olga, thank you so much. Thank you so much. In celebration of Olga throwing down that insane donation, 1, our Xbox winner here is Danny, and 2, we're doing an eShop gift card giveaway tonight, folks. I'll ask for it a little bit later, not right now. Olga, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Olga. Oh my goodness. I mean, I gotta play at least as long as Olga's thing sits at the top of the chat, right? Oh my goodness. Olga. Olga, your last donation was a whopper of one and helped me get the mic I'm using tonight, which I hope is sounding good, but Olga, thank you so much. Thank you so much. G like get, so it's Genjiro. Okay. Olga. Thank you so much. Soon after Genjiro Kineta moved here in February, 15 years ago, he opened up a bar. Later that same year, on November 10th, around 9 p.m., he was murdered in his home. Talk. And I hope, Danny, you didn't miss out that I called you as our winner. And the Olga tier does get bigger. It's now at the $200 mark. It's crazy, Kyrie. It's so crazy. Cause of death. Genjiro was stabbed multiple times with a sharp weapon, causing him to bleed to death. Based on the way he was killed, we concluded that the killer was someone who strongly resented Genjiro. Am I doing better, Kyrie? Like, overall, am I doing okay with these pronunciations? I really hope so. Let's talk about the bar. The bar wasn't part of the crime scene because Genjiro was killed in his home, which is a different location. Okay, so let's talk more about Genjiro then. Do you know of anything Genjiro Kineta might have done to make someone resent him? Genjiro Kineta posed as a barkeep by day, but was a ruthless scoundrel by night. He would lend money to people, then charge them a horrible interest rate when he collected. On top of that, he was a fraudster. Many fell victim to his cunning schemes. Okay. Anything else about Genjiro? But if there were so many victims, why didn't the police investigate him? Well, he covered his tracks. We didn't have much to go off until people spoke up. And just as enough victims came forward and we started building a case, he was murdered. So Genjiro Kineta was not well liked, to put it mildly. Exactly. We had a long list of potential suspects who had enough motive to kill him, and to top it all off, to this day we have yet to find the murder weapon. Okay, anything else? Genjiro had a son, Goro, who was 16 years old at the time. He was a loan shark, Kyrie says, yes. Oh, Ange with the little detective, that's awesome. If you're playing detective along with me, get that little detective icon in there like Ange. Talk about Goro. When his father passed away, Goro inherited a fortune. To this day, he lives off that money without having to work. Giving high interest loans sounds like the American banking system, says Kabusis. Even before the incident, Goro didn't go to school. He just fooled around and visited Genjiro's bar. Goro's 31 years old now. He's probably still living like a king. What a life. Okay, what else can you tell me about this guy? Anything else? He's probably still living lavishly. Okay. So that's good. Hold up here, guys. Just checking in on the baby monitor as I like to do. Okay. And sending out a tweet. He's probably still living lavishly. Alright, let's talk about Genjiro then. He had a son named Goro. Okay, so we already know that. So, let's think. Are Yoko Kojima's case and Shinobi Asaka, I messed it, Kyrie, I know I messed it up, disappearance connected? Alright, let's talk more about the bar, perhaps. Back then, Genjiro's bar was a hangout spot for the town's delinquents and hoodlums. A group of girls got to know Goro at the bar and later on began hanging out at his house. Most of the girls were students at Ushimitsu High School. That was because one of the girls who was particularly close to Goro Kineta was a student at Ushimitsu High School. It seems that she often invited her friends to go over there after school. Okay, the girls. On that night of the murder, 3 girls had made plans to go out with Goro and were waiting in front of his place. But Goro never showed up. 2 of the girls got tired of waiting and left. But one stayed behind, saying she'd hang around a bit longer. Anybody know what's going on here, guys? Let's put some suggestions. And what about Shinobi? Oh, sorry. Correct. The girls left right before 9 p.m., leaving Shinobi alone when the crime was committed. Okay. That night, she mysteriously disappeared. Was she somehow linked to the murder? We have no clues as to where she might have gone. Honestly, my gut tells me Shinobu is dead. Why? Forensics found some type AB blood about 10 meters from the house, which matches Shinobu's blood type. How are you doing so far? Are you keeping up? Why don't you take some time to gather your thoughts? Well, sure, I'll think. Okay, here's what I've got so far. Please let me know if I'm off base. Instruction. In the following text, please enter the name of the person who fits in the blank. Ah, crap. I don't remember how to type. I don't know the spelling. Please choose the name that you think is correct using the stick, then press A. Oh, okay. The night of the crime, Genjiro and Shinobu were present at the Kineta residence. She was waiting alone for Goro. Grabbing a snack, says Ange, yeah. Excuse me. She was waiting alone for Goro Kineta to return. Correct. That's when the murder came. the murderer came and stabbed Genjiro multiple times with a weapon. That's when the murderer came and stabbed Genjiro Kineta multiple times with a sharp weapon. Exactly. Okay. Oh, hearing something. Did Shinobu rush to the scene? Hey, Joe. Hearing something, Shinobu rushed to the scene. You've got it. Hey, Romy. Genjiro Kineta was lying there unconscious and bleeding at the feet of the killer. When the killer saw her face, she tried to run, but Shinobu was caught and abducted. Ashikawa. Thanks, Vlad, because I've just been skipping it because I'm so ashamed. Then, blank was either injured by the killer or... Okay, so this is Asakawa. There we go. That's Asakawa. Then, Shinobu Asakawa was either injured by the killer or she was murdered. I hear my son stirring again. Let's hope he stays down. That sounds really bad. Great job, Detective Raffle. Your theory matches exactly what the police thought at the time. I'm impressed. However, back then, we had one more theory regarding Shinobu Asakawa. Is that better, Vlad? Another theory. Oh, talk that through. What could it be? That Shinobu Asakawa was the killer. See, she disappeared from the crime scene right after the murder. With this in mind, along with Asakawa still being a minor, we directed the media not to publish her name. And at the school's request, we took extra care in gathering information. If there was a kid like you back then, it might have helped us a bunch. Because of the sensitivity of the case, only those who were directly involved know details. That said, and good to have you, Joe. That said, there are many rumors floating around, but my gut says that Asakawa was murdered by the killer. My gut says that Asakawa was murdered by the killer. Okay. So let's do some more thinking. Nope, we're not going to do more thinking. Let's do more talking about the cause of death. Genjiro was stabbed multiple times with a sharp weapon. Okay. Let's do another Xbox giveaway, guys, and then we'll follow that up with a Nintendo Switch eShop giveaway. So hashtag Xbox and or hashtag Nintendo Switch. Please only pick one, whichever one you'd like more. When it comes to value of them, they're about the same. So just so you know. Okay. The bar. I want to talk about Goro some more. Soon after the murder, Goro returned home to find Genjiro's body and quickly reported it to the police. Okay. Anything more? Goro Kineta returned home right after the murder. Okay. Oh, he was passed by a car. A car? Adam makes it even better. Talk about the car. Sorry I missed that text, guys. I thought it was just going to repeat something. It was an ordinary black car. He didn't get a good look at the make or license plate number. Understandable. He didn't know what had happened yet, but there's a good chance that the car was used in the crimes. There were tire marks near the crime scene, and they would have needed a car to abduct Asakawa. I see. By the way, I had heard that a suspect in the case committed suicide. Oh? You're well informed. Yes, right after the incident, a man named Teruhiko Uchida, I got that wrong, guys, 100%, committed suicide. Teruhiko Uchida. I want to know more about Uchida. Teruhiko Uchida ran a small factory in town, but he lost it after falling victim to Genjiro's fraud. Teruhiko seemed to be an upstanding man, but some say he was a little too nice for his own good. He generously went out of his way to help Genjiro, who had just moved to town. Then, his generosity backfired. Let's talk about him more. So, Teruhiko Uchida had a strong motive. We were going to speak to Teruhiko as a person of interest, but he had gone missing just a few hours before the crime. We tried to track his movements, but it was too late. A few days later, Teruhiko Uchida's body was found. You got it right, says Kirie. Thank you! It's possible that he might have killed Genjiro, then himself, but we don't have any proof. Plus, there were other suspects to consider. The problem was, they all had strong alibis. And now, this year, the case is reaching its statute of limitations. So that's the general summary of the Genjiro Kineta murder case. Okay? We don't have any more information. Even if you ask again, I don't have anything new to tell you. I can talk again if you really want, but you don't need me to, right? You've got it all down in your notes. It's alright, I've got it in my notes. Okay, I've got it. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Detective Utsugi. Oh, you're welcome. Detective Utsugi was smart to hire such a reliable assistant like you. Good luck, Adam. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Anything else? No. Think. I generally understand the incident that Shinobu Asakawa was implicated in. I should get back to the office to process everything. What's wrong? You seem lost in thought all of a sudden. Wait a minute, aren't you looking into that Yoko Kojima case, the girl who was murdered the other day? Do you think there's some connection between that case and the Genjiro Kineta case? Yoko Kojima was looking into a rumor at Ushimitsu High School. It's about the girl who stands behind, a ghost. There's a chance the rumor came about after Shinobu Asakawa's disappearance. A ghost? That's quite interesting. I'd love to hear about that too. But sadly, we don't have much time. Maybe next time. Alright, let's travel. And we'll pick our Xbox winner. Our Xbox winner this evening is Romeo. Romeo, if you have me on Twitter, please send me a DM and I will be sure to get you your prize, my friend. And we'll pick the Switch winner in just a little bit. Both of you have hot drinks, but no one's taking a sip. That makes me thirsty. Sure, get back safe. Say hi to Detective Utsugi for me. Teruhiko. Teruhiko. Okay. Utsugi Detective Agency. I'm back. Oh, Detective Utsugi isn't around. He seems to have gone out. Let's speculate all on our own then. Shinobu Asakawa seemed to have been implicated in the Kineta case. The theory that Shinobu was murdered likely led to the rumor about the girl who stands behind. 15 years later, Kineta's killer and Shinobu's whereabouts are both still shrouded in mystery. Teruhiko Uchida, who was a strong suspect for the case, committed suicide. Was he the killer after all? Wait a second. While Yoko was looking into the rumor about the girl who stands behind, she might have come across the Kineta case. And as she continued to investigate, it's possible she found key information about the killer. And if the true identity of the killer ended up being someone other than Uchida, did the killer also kill Yoko? But to prove this theory, I need to confirm that Yoko knew about Kineta's case. Okay. I think that might close out episode 3, chapter 3. Maybe we're going to head to chapter 4 soon. Who knows? I'm still here. I'm still kicking. School's about to get out. I guess I'll go speak to more people. I might be able to find a clue that tells me whether Yoko knew about the Kineta case or not. Te. E's are pronounced like the stereotypical Canadian A. See, Kyrie, that's something I can get behind. Hey? Alright, let's travel. And we're going to go to the front of the school. Chapter 4. The Girl Who Stands Behind. We're making some good progress. Oops, sorry guys. We're making some good progress here, guys. Better than I thought we would be doing it. I thought it'd be kind of running in circles a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Let's keep going. Looks like some students are participating in club activities today. I should try talking to them. You wouldn't know it by looking at me, guys, but I used to be a very accomplished athlete in high school. True story. Alright, let's call. Excuse me, may I speak with you for a moment? Oh, a man turned this way. Is it the supervising teacher? What's going on? Oh, it's you, little Mr. Detective, who's been hanging around the school these days. This guy doesn't sound very nice. Who's he calling little? No, I don't want to call anybody. What's the matter, Mr. Detective? Alright, you're a jerk. How about Yoko, please? Who would murder her? Duh. That's what you're investigating. Oh, this guy's got a little bit of attitude. The girl of the legend. Such a horrifying story. I don't want to believe that it's real, but I do. Adults believe it too, then. Kyrie asks, what did I play? I played basketball, soccer, badminton, volleyball, basketball, soccer, badminton, volleyball, track and field. Our high school was too small to have a hockey team, and it was too small to have a football team, and it was too small to have a baseball team. We only had like 110 kids in the whole school. It was like a private school. No football. Alright, let's talk some more. The Kineta case. The Kineta case? What's that? It's a murder that occurred in this town 15 years ago. Have you ever heard of it? Oh, wow, that's sad, but I wouldn't know. Okay. The Kineta case. That's too long ago. I wouldn't know, but Mr. Kamada might. Okay. Okay. What they know. I'm just not sure it's a good idea to say anymore. Why would it not be a good idea to say anymore? I play hockey now, Ange, but I did not in high school. We just didn't have enough kids. I'm just not sure it's good to say anything more. Okay. Okay, I can't call over those students. I'll show him Yoko's class ID. Does he know her? So tragic. Why did she have to be killed? Because you did it. Just kidding. I think this is the 6th adult male face I've seen thus far. So tragic. Why did she have to be killed? Talk. The girl of the legend. Anything more on this? Such a horrifying story. I don't want to believe it, but I do think. It's possible Kamada could know about the Kineta case. Yoko might have thought so too and gone to ask him. Alright, let's travel. Let's go to the art room. Yeah, they handed out an award for like an achievement in sports and achievement in academics at the same time. And then it was like between every graduating high school class in the city, and each student would nominate a male athlete and a female athlete. And I was nominated as a male athlete. Now, I played a lot of sports and I was very good at sports, but in general our teams weren't good, so I didn't win championships. And so I would never have matched the other kids in my city, so I didn't get to win the award, but was nominated for it. It was nice. Excuse me. Kamada doesn't seem to be around, but there's a student over there. Maybe she's in the art club. Call. Nope, I don't want to call Kamada. That was a mistake. I don't see Kamada. Let's call the student. Oh, hey there. Do you have a moment? I didn't forget about the Switch giveaway, by the way, folks. Just in case you're new, hashtag Nintendo Switch. I will pick a winner. I'm in the middle of painting right now. Don't talk to me. I pissed her off. Yes, I did. Apparently I did. I pissed her off. Man, oh man. Okay. Let's keep going. Canada. I pissed her off. I'm gonna call her again. Shut up. Go away. She's very focused on her painting. Is she painting the girl that stands behind? Okay. That's not gonna do anything. Shut up and go away. Tetsuo. Let's look. Surroundings. An art club student is painting. She might be doing her club activity alone. Oil painting. What an amazing painting. The colors are exquisite. All my giveaways, by the way, are random. I use a randomizer in Chrome. I just drag all your names into there. When you say hashtag something, I just use my one hand to drag while I'm playing with the other hand. And then I hit the randomizer. So it's never picked based on someone that might have donated or someone that I really like. Just an FYI, someone did ask me that the other day, if they were random or if I just picked people. I was like, of course they're random. I would lose all credibility if I just started picking people. Okay. Thanks. I see you have an eye for talent, says a student. Can I help you? Where's Mr. Kamada? He's gone off somewhere. Can we talk about Yoko, maybe? I feel so sorry for Yoko. About the girl of the legend. I'm really bad with that stuff. Don't ask me about that again. She looks annoyed. Let's talk about Kamada. Is he a good teacher? He should be somewhere in the school. He said he was coming back. What a 180. Just needed a compliment and she's over here chatting with us. You're right, Kyrie. Good. He hasn't left then. Okay, so he hasn't left. About the Kineta case. She won't know. What's that? It's a murder that occurred in this town 15 years ago. Have you ever heard of it? That's around the time I was born in Paris. I'm half French. Can you tell by my face? So I have no idea. Okay, well, I couldn't tell. Rude? Rude much? Art is an explosion. That's an old saying. I heard there was an artist who used to tell that joke. Do you know of him? I don't think it was meant to be a joke. Can we call Kamada? I don't see Kamada. Okay. Are you going to tell us anything else? Can I ask you about Yoko again? I feel so sorry for Yoko. No. Okay. Where can we go? We can go back to the front of the school, maybe. Let's think for a second. The only people who probably know about the Kineta case are the people who were involved. Yeah, Carmelo, I'm still going. You were always asking me if I'm going till midnight, and we're past midnight. I'm still here. I'm glad to have you back. Can you tell by my face, says the anime character. Kirishi says I giggle every time I see the coffee bot. Yeah. And whenever I get my renovation done, I'll get one of those fancy Nespresso machines like Carmelo, and I'll be just rolling in the premium coffee. Had to make a coffee, walk a few blocks, and Yoko is still dead. Yeah, she's still dead, Carmelo. Okay. But we've found a lot of fascinating things. Okay, so we're going to travel to Yoko's house. Okay. Okay, I'm good to keep going, guys. I'm just going to run, like, literally 30 seconds, and I'm just going to top up my coffee. Or top up my water. And I'm back. Alright, excuse me. Who is it? It's Adam Ralpha from Utsugi Detective Agency. Who? Oh, just a second. Hello, sorry for coming over unannounced. Well, is there something... Let's talk about Yoko, please. There's nothing else I can tell you. It's your daughter and you've literally told me nothing. Absolutely nothing. What is that about? Okay, so she doesn't know about the girl legend. What about Kineta case? What is that about? Okay, you don't know about that either. It's a murder case that occurred 15 years ago. What does that have to do with my daughter? Well, let's talk about that some more. There's a chance this case is deeply connected to Yoko's case. Does any of this sound familiar? Nope. Okay, you're not being very helpful. But maybe we can go back and talk about Yoko some more. No, we cannot. Okay, that seemed to be the logical thing to me, but let's go down here, what they know. I'll go and check Yoko's room for any clues. Stay here, I'll be right back. Yeah, because you're the detective, so you go look for clues, and then I'll figure it out. Come on. Excuse me. I just realized Kyrie say we all know the truth. He's getting coffee. No, if I had a coffee right now, like even if I streamed for another hour, if I had a coffee right now, I'd be up till like 3 in the morning. I have to give this game a 5.5, says Carmelo. Why, Carmelo? Just based on what you're watching, why a 5.5? Adam, scroll up in the chat. I was talking about you. Liar, coffee or water? Yeah, I see it. Instant coffee. And we're going to pick our Switch winner in just a little bit. I couldn't find anything, but I brought her bag. Feel free to take it to look through it. Thank you. Okay, let's look in the bag. It's Yoko's bag. Okay, well, thank you. Let's open the bag. Please go ahead and look through the bag. I'm sure she would want you to. Okay, thank you very much. There are textbooks inside the bag. Oh, and several notebooks, too. Let's take the notebook. I'll take a look inside the notebooks. Let's look at the notebooks. Nothing seems to stand out in here. Oh. Can we look in the notebooks a second time? Nothing seems to stand out in here. Okay. The acting, the case stupidity, the annoying questions. It's noir. LA Noir was better. I think this is just different. We're going to take the notebook. I'll check another notebook. Alright, let's look at this notebook. Nothing seems to stand out here. Okay, can I take another one? Let's take another notebook. Yeah, that's true, you do. This is different, though. This is a visual novel. It's not a mystery game. I mean, it is a mystery game, but not in the same sense. I'll check another notebook. Alright, let's look. Is this going to be something we got to do until we find the right one? Oh, there we go. Oh, wow. Newspaper clippings regarding the Kineta case are pasted all over the pages. I was right. Yoko was looking into the Kineta case. Oh, Kineta, right? Because it's a Kineta case. Look, examine the notebook. Newspaper clippings and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's think. Stop. Think. This game isn't so bad, just a lot of rating. It is a lot of rating, Danny. I do kind of like... I enjoyed the Japanese voice acting and stuff when I played The Missing Heir. But the farther I got into the game, the more I wish there had been an English voice option. Like it had been... there had been some English voice actors doing some of it. I would have really appreciated that, but I mean, it is what it is. It's not very accessible, though, for people who can't read. Just as I thought, Yoko was investing the Kineta case. Detective Utsugi is investing the Kineta case. I should do more questioning at Ushimitsu High School. I just need to find a clue that links the two cases. Okay, so we're going to head back to the high school, and hopefully we can find Kamada. Thank you very much, Mrs. Kojima. With your help, I found a valuable clue. I'll head out now. Thank you, Mr. Awful. Please find the killer quickly. I will. I never played LA Noir, to be honest. Ever. I own it on the Nintendo Switch, I think. I just never played it. Has Mr. Komodo returned? Not yet. Okay, I'm going to go to the front of the school, because I don't think you've got anything to offer me. Crazy student French, half French person. This tennis club is still here. I kind of, at the same time, Kebu says, I kind of agree with you on that. Alright, let's talk some more. Can I talk to you about Yoko? So tragic, why does she have to be killed? Adam never plays anything. The girl of the legend. Such a horrifying story, I want to believe that's real, but I do. Okay, is he not going to tell me anything? I can show him, no. Can I think here? No. Okay, guys, this is maybe where we get stuck in a loop. About the Kineta case. Mr. Kamada will probably know. Yeah, well, Mr. Kamada's not around. Anything else? I killed them all. Oh yeah, earlier I saw a strange man leave the school. Strange man? Yeah, I didn't recognize him, but he seemed about 30 years old and had really mean eyes. Okay, anything else? I don't know if I could tell you about that. Or if I should tell you about that. Huh? That's it? Okay, let's go back to the art room. Told me about a strange man leaving, but that's not really that helpful. But Has Mr. Kamada returned? Not yet. Okay. Surroundings. I knew it was you, Wooly. Your room has a distinctive smell. Okay. About Kamada, you didn't tell me anything else? He'll be back. Okay, great. What they know. I wonder what kind of art explodes. Okay, you're an idiot. We're gonna go back and talk to this guy. I don't know. This is where you kind of get into that groove where you don't know what to do really. Tennis club is still here. Okay. Wait, can I engage with the students? I can call Kamada. No, I don't. He doesn't seem to be here. No point in calling. Talk. About the girl of the legend. Can you tell me something more? Such a horrifying story. Okay, no. More about Kamada. Have you seen Mr. Kamada? No, I haven't seen him. Okay, well, that's not helpful. The Kineta case. Mr. Kamada will probably know. Great. That's great for you. What they know. What to do? Should I talk? No, I won't. It's not a good idea to speak so casually right now. Look, Mr. Detective, Mr. Kamada is in the art room now. See, you just gotta, like, push things until you get there, and that does annoy me. Carmelo, this part of the game is a 5.5. Oh, you're right. Okay, so now we can travel and talk to Kamara. Oh, man. Alright. If you'll excuse me, then. Hello, Adam. How's the investigation coming along? I think I'm slowly starting to make some progress. Oh, wow, I see. That's wonderful. I don't want to travel. I want to talk about the Kineta case. Oh, yes, I remember that incident. Let's see. The victim was... It was a man named Genjiro Kineta. Oh, was that his name? His son Goro was the one who discovered the body. Really, I had no idea. A man named Teruhiko Uchida was the lead suspect, but he committed suicide before the police had a strong case. I see, so you're saying the case is still a mystery. But why are we talking about such an old case, kid? Talk about it some more. Does it have anything to do with this one? Yeah, let's talk about it some more. Does it have anything to do... Okay, so maybe we have to talk about Yoko. I told you the last time the girl you inquired about was indeed the one asking about the girl who stands behind. Okay. What do you know? I wish I had more to tell you. Okay. The girl of the legend, anything more? Okay. Okay, there we go. In fact, the person at the scene of the Kineta case, who later went missing, was Shinobu Asakawa. What? She was involved in that incident then? About Shinobu. Oh my, to know that Shinobu Asakawa was involved in the Kineta case. Oh my, to know. Okay, so now let's talk about the case some more. Kineta case. I know nothing, says Carmelo. Oh my, to know that she was involved. Okay, well, what the heck, man? What do they know? Okay, you're just going to keep saying the same thing. The girl of the legend. Oh my, okay, so are you going to say anything if I pick something else about Yoko? So how does Kojima's murder relate to the Kineta case? Kojima was researching the girl who stands behind rumor that started with Asakawa, but how does this explain her murder? I suspect Yoko learned key details about the Kineta case while investigating the girl who stands behind rumor. I believe that the culprit murdered her to conceal the truth. What? In fact, I was able to confirm today that Yoko was indeed looking into the Kineta case. You're saying that if the Kineta case is solved, then the Kojima murderer might be found as well. I can't guarantee it, but there's a chance. Someone's getting angry. The teacher has no poker face, says Pecan. Alright, let's talk some more about Yoko. Who would have thought that Kojima's death was related to the Kineta case? Okay, can you tell me more about that now? If only I could be of more help. Okay. What they know. Oh my, to know. Okay, so that's the same. The girl of the legend, you got more on this one? Kojima might have been murdered because she was looking into the girl who stands behind. That's your theory, am I right? Yes, for now it is. It looks like the girl who stands behind rumor is a big clue here. So tell me more about it. So the girl who stands behind is a big clue. Okay, let's think. The guy from the tennis club, he was making fun of me a bit. Maybe he knows something. Okay, so now we're going to travel and chat again with that guy. I don't like this this teacher. I'm sorry, I'll be back in a bit. Alright guys, I'm going to pick a Nintendo Switch winner here. Give me 1 second. Scrolling up just to make sure I got everybody. I did see Kyrie put in one last entry, so let me drag you over. Did anybody else? Did anybody else? I don't see any more. Okay, dragging it. Randomizing it. And our winner tonight of a Nintendo eShop code is... It's not working. It's not working. Come on. It's literally just sitting here. Doing nothing. There we go. GoldenEye 1971. GoldenEye, please send me a DM. You are our winner of the Nintendo Switch gift card. Hit me up. We're going to have more gift cards or more Xbox games to give away if you're sticking with me, guys. So just stay tuned. Nobody's around. Oh, so you came back. I knew you would, Mr. Detective. I just assume he says that with spite, right? Does he have something he wants to tell me? Mr. Detective, I need to tell you something after all, while no one's around to spread my weird rumors. For Yoko's sake, I'll clue you in. There's someone known to be the first to witness the girl who stands behind. The first? Is that true? Who could that be? Listen, you did not hear this from me, but it's said that Miss Hayama, the biology teacher, was the first person to see the girl who stands behind. Miss Hayama, though she strongly denies it. So a teacher spread this rumor, not a student. I should speak with Hayama anyway. Komada would know her. Mr. Detective, may I excuse myself? There are some people waiting for me. I never got this dude's name. Thank you so much. Sorry for interrupting your club activity supervision. What do you mean, Mr. Detective? You're the tennis club supervising teacher, aren't you? Ha! Some detective you are. I'm a bona fide student of Ushimitsu High, a first year in fact. Didn't you see me getting tips from the senior students earlier? Oh, I'm really sorry. What for? Anyways, I must get going. Good luck, Mr. Detective. He certainly has a commanding presence. Okay. We're going to travel back to the art room to talk to Komada. And I hear my youngest stirring, guys. So if I just have to peace out because that's just the time of day, then I might have to do that. But anyway, back already. What's the matter? Let's talk. About Hayama. Hayama. I heard rumors that a teacher named Miss Hayama was the first to witness the girl who stands behind. Miss Hayama? No. Why would a teacher start such a childish rumor? Talk about Hayama. It's hard to imagine Miss Hayama as the first person to see the girl who stands behind. If true, that would have been 15 years ago, right? But she's only been teaching here for about 10 years. Kids these days spread all sorts of tall tales. Oh, wait a minute. What is it? I remember now. Miss Hayama is an alumna. I have a hard time tonight, guys. Is an alumna of this school. Isn't it alumni? Really? In which case, it's possible, or she may at least know something about the case. Okay, I'll go get her. Alright, we're going to meet someone new, guys. Not with that jacket, it says pecan. Ta-da! Here she is. Hello, I'm Hayama. I'm like haha. Okay, so Hayama. I'm Adam Raffo from Mitsugi Detective Agency. Nice to meet you. I have a few questions if you don't mind. Talk. About Yoko first. Alumni is plural. Why did this happen? I feel so sorry for her. Okay. I don't know why I picked that first. Tell me about the legend. I heard that you were the first to witness the girl who stands behind. I have nothing to do with it. I didn't say you did. What do you mean? We're talking more about this. I really don't know anything. You're so full of crap. Oops. Tell me. Liar? I really don't know anything. Okay. She says she doesn't know anything. Let's talk about Shinobu. We weren't in the same grade, so I didn't know her well. I just knew her name and what she looked like. Can you tell me what she looked like? I knew her name and face, but that's about it. Okay. Can you tell me about this? I remember the incident to some extent. Okay, here we go, about Goro. Goro Kineta, the only thing I heard about him was that he was a bad apple. I was a good student, I never had anything to do with him. You know what they always say about the good students? They've always got a little secret. I don't know. Okay, let's talk more about Uchida. Who? I don't know that person. Okay, fair enough. She probably doesn't know. Genjiro. He's the victim of the Kineta case. That's it? That's all you got for me? Anything else? He's the victim of the Kineta case. She knows something, says Rami. Yeah. What they know? Well, that's rather sudden. What do you know? It's rather sudden. Okay, she's being elusive. What about Yoko? Why did this happen? I feel so sorry for her. Okay. I really don't know anything. I don't believe you. You know that... Oh, you know that Shinobu Asakawa went missing about that time, right? Shinobu was at the scene of the Kineta incident and then was murdered by the killer. She then became the girl who stands behind and appeared at school. At least that was the rumor back then. But I wasn't the one who spread it. Oh, well, you're lying to me. It was a rumor, but I didn't start it. Okay. About Shinobu. It was a rumor, but I didn't start it. Okay. She's holding back for sure, says Pecan. Yeah. Something about Goro, I think. I think she was one of the girls that hung out with Goro. I don't know. She needs to spill the beans. What they know. Oh, a girl was at the door just now. Huh? Maybe I'm imagining things. I don't think I can be of any more help. I don't think I can be any more help. Okay, so she's not. Let's call Kamada. Is he just crawling around back there? My hands are a little full right now. Come back later, okay, kid? What's Kamada up to? Kamada is walking around the room. I wonder what he's doing. He's rustling through something in the corner. It looks like he's searching for something. I didn't mean to talk to you. I want to call and engage with Kamada. Fine. What is it? Well, I'll get going. I'm sorry I couldn't be of much help. Oh, she's next to die, says Kyrie. No, thank you. No, thank you very much for your cooperation. Okay. What's he looking for? This just got real, says Pecan. Oh, what is it? Oh, Miss Hayama left? Yes. I'm looking for something. What are you looking for? It's my wallet, kid. I had 3,500 yen in it. I'll go retrace my steps. Everyone's gone. Okay. We're going to head back to the front of the school. It just got real. Nobody is around. Can I go anywhere else? No. Why am I talking? Nobody's around. Let's... Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to hit that. Danny's back. The baby was crying. Yeah, my son is... he's whining. Let's look at our surroundings. It's quiet. Okay. Let's do some thinking. I wonder if it's true that Hayama was the first to see the girl who stands behind. 3,500 yen ain't a lot of money. Good to know. Why do I keep... I don't want to do that. I want to call or engage Kamada. Oh, I thought maybe he'd be looking for his wallet out here. What about the students? The mature-looking student left. Talk. There's no one to talk to. So let's head back to the art room and maybe... I think the student's still there, right? So let's head back to the art room. Like $35, give or take. Kamada isn't around. I hope he finds his wallet. There's like 0% chance he was looking for his wallet, right? Surroundings. Kamada is nowhere to be seen. Think. But when I asked her about the girl who stands behind, something shifted in her demeanor. Oh, she's back. Plot twist, Adam did it. Oh, Hayama's back. I wonder what's wrong. Nothing. Talk. Miss Hayama, is everything alright? Hayama, sorry. Hayama. Where is Mr. Komodo? He left to go find his lost wallet. I see. Guys, something's up. Something's up. Did you need to speak to Mr. Kamada? What's up with Hayama? What the heck is going on? Think. She might need to speak with Kamada. I should excuse myself. Okay. So I need to travel. Okay, so that's what I had to do. Miss Hayama, thanks again for your cooperation today. Have a nice evening. Hey, I found a wallet. Anyone lose one? Wait. I came back to talk to you. Huh? The rumor was true. I was the first to see the girl who stands behind. Huh? Well, now let's talk. The girl of the legend. I couldn't say it earlier because Mr. Kamada was around. It would be shameful if a teacher was found to have started the rumor. I debated whether I should do this, but if I will help solve this case, I'll tell you. About the night I saw the girl who stands behind. Talk. About the legend. Coffee money. It was 15 years ago on the night of November 10th. I was a second-year student at the time. November 10th, that's the day Genjiro Kineta was murdered. Yes, that's why I remember it so well. Around 10 p.m. that night, I realized that I had forgotten my homework at school. I knew I shouldn't have, but I was stupid enough to sneak out of my house to go get the worksheets from school. The school seemed to be deserted just as I got my homework and was about to leave. So she didn't see a ghost. She saw a real person, like a real human person. I heard someone calling me from behind. I thought I was in trouble and turned around. And through a classroom window, I saw a girl standing there, drenched in blood. I was so scared I nearly fainted, but when I looked back again, nobody was there, because she fell. That's why no one was there. But then maybe they'd find a body. I don't know. I ran away as fast as I could. I felt like my heart would stop. Just talking about this some more. I'm telling you the truth. I swear. The faint figure was standing there was. I don't want to think about it anymore. This again. About Shinobu. The girl who stands behind is probably Shinobu's ghost. Wait, are you saying that the blood-covered girl was Shinobu? Well, I was scared and it was dark. I couldn't see her face clearly, but I can tell you one thing for sure. The ghost was wearing our school uniform. Okay. What else do you know? Nothing. Okay. Can we talk about Yoko? I told you the same thing to Yoko. I told the same thing to Yoko. I just couldn't refuse her. What? She spoke with Yoko Hijima? And then she was murdered. Some students are saying that it's the curse of the girl who stands behind. Please, don't tell anyone about this. Yes, of course. Thank you for speaking with me. Adam is Tyler Durden. Is there anything else we can talk about? Anything else you know? Oh, one more thing. After talking with me, Yoko seemed to be arguing with Mr. Tazaki, our janitor. Mr. Tazaki? Why don't you ask him about it? He should be in the janitor's room now. Well, we're off to the janitor's room to confront this creepy janitor guy. Thank you, Miss Hayama. I'll go and speak with her. I'll go speak with Mr. Tazaki now. Okay. I'm going to order pizza. I don't think you should order pizza, Carmelo. I don't know how much longer I'll be. Unless you want to start watching some of the videos I posted today. Mine's a pink unicorn. Yeah, pizza. I want some pizza though badly. Excuse me. Huh? What are you doing here? Talk about Yoko. Mr. Tazaki, I heard you had an argument with Yoko Kojima before she was murdered. What was it about? I don't know. I don't remember such a thing. What are you talking about? About Yoko. I have a witness saying that she saw the two of you arguing. More about Yoko. Stream till 5 a.m. I will ask you one more time. What was going on with you and Yoko Kojima? I don't know any student by that name. Never met her. Whoever told you that is a liar. I think you're the liar. I didn't argue with anyone. Okay, what else do you know? Enough. I'm not talking to you anymore. About the Kineta case. I don't know anything. Let's think. Tazaki seems flustered. Yeah, he does. Let's show him the badge. There we go. This is Yoko Kojima. Please take a good look. You know her, don't you? Let's talk more about Yoko. I don't know. I don't know anything. You are a lying son of a gun. Anything about the Kineta case? No. Okay. What they know? I'm gonna call the police on him. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Alright. Let's think again. Tazaki is clearly hiding something. He's panicking. There's gotta be a reason. Does Tazaki have an alibi? Ooh. I like that they have the think option in this game. The last game didn't have a think option. I think that think option helps you not run in circles as much. Alibi. Okay then, where were you and what were you doing the night Yoko Kojima was murdered? Stop with the accusations. I'm innocent. Mr. Tazaki, tell the truth. Get out. Did you see those eyes? He was going to murder us. Hey, what's wrong? Hey, Ayumi. Ayumi, what are you doing here? Adam, I came here because I need to talk to you. When I heard someone yelling, I thought it might be you. Wait, aren't you the police? No, I'm a detective, Carmelo. Come on. What happened with Mr. Tazaki? Talk. You wanted to talk to me? Yesterday, I went to the river to lay some flowers down where Yoko was found. I also did a little detective work and heard something pretty interesting. The night Yoko was murdered, someone saw a man by the river, but they weren't paying attention and don't remember his face. What? But the witness said he appeared to be an older man, around 60 or so. I don't know if it has anything to do with the case, but that would be around Mr. Tazaki's age. I think it would also be around Mr. Kamada's age. You can't just go around accusing people. Get out! Get out! Hey, what are you doing? Please, calm down. Get out! Totally obscure. When you heard someone yelling, I thought it might be you because you totally have an old man's voice. What's the matter with Mr. Tazaki? He's got so defensive. He used to be so kind. Now he's like a different person. Whew. I mean, that face of him saying get out is going to creep me out more than anything else in this story. Front of the school. Let's talk about Yoko. Nothing. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just so surprised about Mr. Tazaki. Murderer's eyes. About Tazaki. Mr. Tazaki isn't connected to the case, right? What's wrong? I see. Can we talk about Mr. Tazaki some more? No. Okay. Can we talk about what they know? The girl who stands behind is standing behind me. Yoko's words. I wonder what she could have meant. Okay. The girl of the legend is what she meant. No, nothing. about Yoko? Nothing. Okay. Let's think, because we don't know what to do. Nothing. Okay. Let's show her the Yoko class ID and give it back to her. I will never forgive whoever killed her. Can I hold on to this class ID until the case is solved? Okay, Adam, please hold on to it for now. Okay, so that didn't help. Call engage. Can I engage Ayumi further? No. Okay. Excuse me. Some more about Tazaki? No. What they know? Anything? By the way, did you hear recently a strange man came by the school? What do you think? Who do you think it was? The mature-looking student said something similar. Talk. What was the man like? He didn't really seem like a good guy. Probably about 30 years old. So not the man from the river. It seems like Ayumi saw the same man as the mature-looking student. Yeah, there are some point problems, Wooly. I've been topping people up that I know have been around to make sure that they're getting the points they deserve. So I'll definitely be topping up Olga for sure. Although the accumulated points are from multiple streams, though, Wooly, as well. Just FYI. Talk. Whoa, who could it be? Call and engage. No. Look, examine. No. Think. Sounds like an outsider's been coming to the school, but it's getting late. I'll walk Ayumi home before going back. Ayumi, if you're heading out, let me walk you back. I'm going to the faculty lounge now. Want to join? Oh, I haven't seen Mr. Habino since the day Yoko was found. Yes, I'll go with you. Alright, we're going to the faculty lounge to go visit Mr. Habino. He was all flustered, right? At the murder site. Why do I feel like I was being watched? I was being watched by somebody? Who knows, guys? It's getting weird. I forgot all about Mr. Habino. Okay, see you later. Alright then. Oh, it's Mr. Habino. His face is pale. He probably still hasn't recovered from the shock. Mr. Habino? Oh, you are... You know who I am. No. Talk. About Yoko. Yoko, in a place like that, I hear that you're investigating. I am investigating. What can you tell me about her? Yoko, in a place like that. Okay. The girl of the legend. He has nothing to say. Okay. What about Tazaki? Nothing to say. Okay. What about the Kineta case? Nothing to say. What about what they know? Nothing to say. His mind is clearly preoccupied. Let's look at Habino. He doesn't seem to be processing my questions. Okay, can I call the other teachers? They're busy and won't notice me. Okay, let's think. He won't talk about anything other than Yoko. Maybe this was pointless. Let's talk about Yoko again then. That's the cue. Nothing. But he wants to talk about Yoko according to my thinking, so I'm going to keep pressing him. One more time. Nothing. Okay. Can we think again? Whew. Call, engage, Habino. No. Okay. New record. Ayumi, is she still around? Oh, she is. She's speaking with another teacher. Okay. Try to do Yoko one more time. Try the girl, the legend. He should go home. His brain did stop working. Let's examine Ayumi. She's speaking with another teacher. Okay. Let's look around the room. Who's this? He seems like a PE teacher. He looks busy. What about this teacher? Why do I always get nervous in a faculty lounge? Probably because you flunked out of school, Adam. That's why you're in detective job business. Window. What time is it? It's a clock. The time is... I can't see it from here. Time is to get your eyes checked. Schedule? It's a class schedule. Teachers' names and subject names are written on it. And what about him? He doesn't seem to be processing my questions. Okay. Can I just leave then? Because I don't know if I'm going to get anywhere. Can I try to call Ayumi? No, she's still speaking with another teacher. Ibino? No, he's still not processing anything. Can I think anything further? No, I can't. Talk. This is where I need you guys. About Yoko. Nothing. Talk. The Kineta case. Nothing. What they know. Did someone call me? Yeah, I did, you friggin' idiot. Mr. Habino, Mr. Habino. Mr. Habino, what's the matter? I've been trying to get your attention. Who's that? He looks like the quintessential gentleman, probably around 60 years old. Another 60-year-old. Oh, you are? Oh, you must be Mr. Raffle the detective. Nice to meet you. My name is Urabi. I'm the principal. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Adam Raffle from Utsugi Detective Agency. Let's talk to him. I'm so sorry. I need to speak with Mr. Habino here. Would you mind coming back another time? Now, if you'll excuse me... Shady business right there. Habino EXE stopped working. That's awesome, Vlad. They're gone. In the end, I couldn't get anything from Habino. Well, I guess there's no point being here much longer. I wonder if Ayumi is done with her business yet. Let's call and engage Ayumi. What is it? I'm done now. Talk. About Arube. Arube. A. I gotta remember the A. 2 people disliked your video. Carmelo, people have been disliking my stuff all day. And one guy told me Nintendo was going to sue me. Did anybody see that comment? Ayumi says he's a lovely principal. He's very respected around here. Okay. What they know? Nothing. Can you talk to me more about this guy? He's a very kind principal. Think. Nothing. Call and engage. Can I call this guy? He's left the faculty lounge. Call the other teachers. They're busy. Call Ayumi. Let's go home, Ayumi. What is it? How do I get her to go home? The girl of the legend? Nothing. The girl who dislikes your videos. Pizza will be here soon. Already, Carmelo? Ayumi, nothing. The other is the murderer. The principal? Is that what you're saying, Kyrie? Look, examine Ayumi. Can I, like, examine her? What is it? Man. Habino, is he gone? He's left the faculty lounge. How the heck am I supposed to trigger? There we go. Adam, I decided to help you. I want to find the killer as soon as possible, too. We should have a meeting. You don't mind if I pop by the detective agency on the way home, do you? I guess not. Let's talk at the office. Come on, let's get going. It's getting late. So I obviously don't want to do this. Come on, let's get going. It's getting late. I don't have a travel option. Think. Oh. I know how Ayumi feels. She wants her best friend's killer to be caught quickly, but for her safety, I can't let her get involved. Ayumi, you can't get involved in the case. It's way too dangerous. She's not going to be happy about that. I guess I stepped out of line. I'm sorry. Ayumi. Hey, kid. We're closing up. Time to go home. Yes, sir. Okay. Utsugi office. Okay, good night. So the question now becomes, do I do another episode? Do I do another chapter, or do I call it a night? Obviously, the killer will dislike your videos. Yeah, and she's getting sleepy. I've been yawning a lot, too. We've been 2 hours and 25 minutes. It's like the longest I've ever done. Utsugi, Detective Utsugi isn't here. He seems to be out. He's been out all day. Anyone try that winemaking game on Stadia? I'm trying to get it for you, Carmelo. Speculate. All by myself. I'm going to sit there at the desk just like this. Hayama, a teacher, was the first witness of the girl who stands behind. The date of the first sighting matches the date of Genjiro, Kineta's murder 15 years ago. Rumor has it that the girl who stands behind is the ghost of Shinobu Asakawa. Do ghosts really exist? A man around 30 years old was seen at the school recently. Right now, Tazaki is the most suspicious. He definitely knows something. Okay, let's think. When Shinobu was abducted, she was most likely injured. Wait. Incident from November 10th, 15 years ago. 9 p.m. Genjiro Kineta murdered. Shinobu got caught up in the crime because she happened to be there when Genjiro was murdered. And then she went missing. Last seen at the time and place of the crime, Shinobu Asakawa then goes missing. What if the culprit took Shinobu to school for some reason? Did Genjiro's killer take... Okay, I'm not going to read the red text. You guys can read that. Could it have been that Hayama actually saw that night was Shinobu Asakawa's injured and bloody body? I said that. It's totally possible from a chronological standpoint, but why take her to the school? It's a good question. I upset Ayumi yesterday, but I can't put her in danger. I need to find the killer as soon as possible, for Ayumi's sake too. Okay. I think... I'm going to quit the investigation. We're going to save. I'm just going to do this because if it does trigger a new chapter, we will call it, and then we can pick up right from that save point next time, and that'll cue the next chapter for when I post the video on YouTube. So let's travel. My last Xbox winner for the night. Put that in the chat one more time. Let's pick one more winner, and then we'll go from there. It's the phone. Take the phone. Yes, this is Utsugi Detective Agency. Oh, you call me a quitter, Carmelo? Adam, it's me. Detective Utsugi, hello. Good, you're still at the office. There's something you should know about the Kineta case. Okay. Back then, there was another suspect other than Uchida. What? Another suspect? Who? It's actually someone connected to Ushimitsu High School. I think you know who it is. Can you guess? Yes, it is. Alright, gang. Who do we think it is? I feel like we don't know enough about this guy. I feel like he's kind of the guy that could be it. I'm going to say Tazaki. Yes, it is Toshio Tazaki. You're right. Great work. Tazaki owned Kineta a large amount of money. A few days before the murder, the two men were seen arguing, but he had an alibi. Huh? At the time of the crime, Tazaki is said to have been at the school repairing a wall. Repairing a wall? It's odd, but there was a man who asked Tazaki to repair the wall and saw it completed. Are we still certain? My son is restless, guys. He's going to wake up. If it was Principal Urabi from Ushimitsu High School. The principal? Urabi didn't know Kineta, and therefore it is unlikely to be involved in the incident. Since Urabi is very respected, he was able to establish Saki's alibi. Hey, Dem. How can we sleep with the killer on the loose, says Carmelo. Doesn't it sound a bit odd? Look into it, will you? Oh, and about that girl named Ayumi. How is she doing? I was just curious. Huh? If nothing's wrong, don't worry about it. Good luck. Huh. Detective Iksugi probably won't be back tonight either. Our winner for tonight of the Xbox is Carmelo. Carmelo, send me a DM, my friend. Okay. Let's speculate. I don't need to speculate. When Kineta was murdered, Tazaki was probably repairing the wall in the old school building. If it was repaired on the night that Genjiro was killed and Shinobi went missing, you can hear that, right? I felt like the wall is hiding some sort of mystery. I can probably keep going, but I might have to grab Lincoln. So I might have to pause for 20 seconds. Although Kyrie's calling it, and I saw Olga calling it. Or you want to be DM friends. Yeah, Lincoln's up, guys. He's calling it. Lincoln's calling it a night. But we will continue this, hope maybe tomorrow night, because I usually do a Saturday night. So thank you, everyone, for coming out. I do have to, I'm going to mute this, and I'm just going to go see how he is, but we're going to call it a stream. Thank you so much, everyone. Olga, thank you for that kind donation. I appreciate it so much. Until next time, guys, we'll talk again real soon.